Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly Psychic Tarot and Oracle card reading. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, but only take those portions that are resonating with you. This is a general reading. Remember to check out your rising and moon and Venus signs for a more complete picture. My readings, they do meld together. And there is a free birth chart calculator link on the very bottom of the description box below, and it can help you out with these kind of readings. Cancer, I'd like to thank you so much for supporting my channel, the likes and the subscribes. I'm truly grateful. Thank you. Today you're going to get 5 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, 1 card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, 1 Divine Feather message, and a quote from a famous person. And now, here's your first card. It's the general atmosphere. It's the background and the basis of the matter. Cancer, you've got number 1 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Magician. This card is ruled by Mercury. This could be a Gemini or a Virgo, as well as an Aries. This is a card of taking the creative power that you have inside you and using all your skills and manifesting your desires. And there's infinite possibilities. This is someone that draws power from above to materialize those desires. So you'll need to remain conscious of your thoughts because you can make things happen. So stay focused on your goals. This is a time for creation and beginning, taking on challenges. There's new opportunities. It's a very important beginning. So it's a time for action, and there's potential in abundance. But you'll need to work to achieve your goal. These are practical actions, using your will and your mastery and your organizational skills, your creative talents, and consciously creating your life experience. It's being a master at your crafts. It's being definite in your views. It's being determined. And you can make things happen in your life. It's the ability and usually the will to succeed. It's action and changes and new starts. It's favorable for work. It's new beginnings, new choices. And you can manipulate the situation to achieve your desired ends. There's leadership potential and ambition and a desire for action. It can even be a new relationship coming into being. You'll need to stay focused on your goal and use your will. This is a step closer to a new level, and something exciting is about to start. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences, Cancer. Number 4 of the major arcana, the Emperor. This is a fire energy card. This can be an Aries that you're dealing with, or Aries could be in your chart. This is someone that has control. This could also sometimes be a Scorpio. This is someone that has domination of the material world. It's authority and leadership. This is a divine masculine card. This is order and structure and stability. It's controlled and directed attention or sexual drive. It's exercising power wisely with structure and control within laws and rules. All this control can become repressive. They rule, and you might feel like you're under their influence. This is a love through healthy boundaries, stability, power, protection, and realization. This is a great person. They have supreme authority and worldly power. Their age and position of authority speaks of experience and wisdom that's been gained. She's like all the 4 kings rolled into one. This is a beneficent ruler, and they will fight for what is right and what is their duty to protect. This is a father figure. They could be giving fatherly advice. They're a solid leader, a natural-born leader, a boss, and they have the right to rule. So look for issues related to authority. This is a protective male force, especially of the home and of domestic harmony. They can be rather proud and intimidating and hard to please because they have the highest standards, and they're very confident. They command respect, and they think they're untouchable. This is someone that cares less about criticism. They impose order and rules for the sake of peace and harmony. They have a senior position. The Magician with the Emperor card can represent a friendship between an older and younger person, like a boss that likes their employee. This is a very powerful willpower. It's both masculine energies. It's exercising creative power wisely with control and independence. Your third card. This is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you're consciously aware of, Cancer. The King of Swords, air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Could be in your chart or someone else's that you're dealing with. This air energy person can seem rather blunt and abrupt. They're a real overthinker. They're mentally stimulating. They're a good counselor. They seem stern. It's just they're so involved with mental work. And they speak with eloquence. They give sound advice. So listen for the correct approach. This is someone that's objective and logical and intelligent. They're fair and authoritative. They're upfront with the truth and assertive, and they seem emotionally distant. It's just they're a mastermind. They have such an analytical mind and intellect, and they use that in the pursuit of just truth and justice. They are a very direct communicator, yet they remain impartial. And they're an absolute professional, and their decisions are based on careful thought, and they value fairness. They know their own truth. This is someone that success comes first and they hold back their heart. They're ethical and they do not sway from what they believe is right. They're knowledgeable and intellectual. They're analytical and philosophical. They're logical and fair and responsible. They can even be orthodox, a professional. They may be showing mental leadership or thinking abstractly, writing or speaking with mastery and upholding standards, developing strategies, and establishing or enforcing laws and rules. It's handling legal matters and striving for impartiality. The Magician with the King of Swords is an affirmation that this king can manifest their ideas and wishes into existence with skill and mastery. Your fourth card. It's the position of the future. It's the outcome, the results, and the advice. Cancer, you've got number 15 of the major arcana, the Devil. This is earth energy. This is Capricorn energies. Capricorn could be in your chart or someone else's that you know. This has to do with temptation and bondage and limitations. This card brings in extra energy. It can be toxic and dark. Could be chained by wrong choices. That would bring in discontent and depression, and sometimes illness. It's bondage to the material, and it's sensation divorced from understanding. There could be a lot of attachments here. It's a challenge of repression and of illusions. This can be an oppressive situation that's controlling the situation around you or even a person. This brings in illusions of helplessness and can oftentimes represent a sexual relationship that has become obsessive and destructive. It can also be overdoing something too much, something that you like. It's tempting. This can represent addictions, anger, emotional games, lust and fear and restrictions. This is feeling the need to control others, or serving what enslaves you. You'll need to place boundaries against users and takers. You may be experiencing restrictions or acting in ways that impede your growth, struggling with or denying addiction or depression, projecting faults onto others or having them projected onto you. This is the trickster. It's detrimental. It's facing your demons. This can be a negative relationship with deep denial. Could be material things that keep you chained. What is it that limits personal growth? Could it be abusive, obsessive, or harmful relationships? You'll need to confront your fears about financial security and social and material successes. So the advice is not to manipulate others to satisfy needs instead of taking responsibility for yourself. This can represent a person that's full of empty or false promises, and they never take the blame, and they always blame the victim. Or this could even be a non-sexual relationship that's binding, and it must end before you can grow further. But you are the only one who can change it by using willpower. This can be a blockage of repressed fears and feelings, which, once removed, can release a great deal of positive energy. The Magician with the Devil card, this is air and earth energies which clash together. This card combination represents manipulation. It's a warning of being lured in. This can be negative self-talk. It's trying and keeping things in perspective and not become single-minded in achieving goals. It's deciding what you want and how to get it. This can also represent someone that could be a con artist that tries to convince you to do something that may not feel quite right. Your fifth card. It's the bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. It's unseen. It's because it's something that you're not telling others, yet you are consciously aware of this, Cancer. The Three of Cups. Water energy. This is Mercury in Cancer. Now this is a rejoicing. It's get-togethers with friends. It's having good times. It's fun. It can be ritualistic. It's a time of celebration. It has to do with emotions and feelings and instincts. It could be reunions. A happy occasion. There's balanced emotions here. Thriving in friendships and experiencing emotional breakthroughs. It's extending goodwill. There could be an over-dependency on group acceptance or activities at this time. But you have friends who truly care about you and support you, and you do deserve to have some fun. This is a mutual attraction and affection. It's positive growth from an emotional union of two or more people. This can be a happy reunion with someone you may have been apart for a while. And this is a celebration around the happy occasion. It can be a reunion of lost love, a good omen regarding work, or a new job or a promotion. But good times are in the air, and happiness is well deserved, and there's lots of joyful feelings. The Magician with the Three of Cups is manifestation and cooperation. It's a brand new beginning and a reunion. It's creating something, a party, a meal, even music. The Emperor with the King of Swords is this king has mastered their thoughts, and they make important decisions. The Emperor with the Devil card can represent someone who can be a harsh ruler. It represents punishment for corrective purposes, even self-righteous anger. It's condemnation. It can also be physical hardship. Or even someone in your life is abusing the power they have over you. This needs to be addressed to avoid a problem. It's being chained to a bad business partner or a deal and being unable to move your position. The Emperor with the Three of Cups is being protective of loved ones. It's a special occasion. It can be a happy gathering he controls or pays for. King of Swords with the Devil card is obsessing over how to maintain control. It's trying to figure out how to best assert control. This king's words are powerful, and they have long-lasting effects for good or evil. This could be someone that has suspicion. The King of Swords with the Three of Cups is a logical decision over a celebration or a get-together. The Devil with the Three of Cups is heavy partying. It can be a wild night you might regret later. It could be overdoing it with maybe some substance abuse or drinking, and not everybody's situation, but sometimes this can represent infidelities. And now your Wisdom of the Oracle card from Colette Baron Reed. Card number 52, Mending. Card number 52, Cancer. Mending. Forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, and to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. Here's the relationship message. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Here's the prosperity message. Everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after pretty shining thing, you lost sight of long-term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss or failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. Do not blame anyone else. You get to start again, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. Forgive those who may have taken advantage of you. Let go and learn from this. You are now much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from this perspective. And I'm going to read you the protection message as well. Heartbreak is a healer of souls. It is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as a part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together, and it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is a part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved, now more than ever, by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth. Goosebumps, you guys, Cancer. Spirit validates this. Here's your Divine Feather message by Allison De Nicola. And it is, flicker, Cancer. Your rhythms are coming into your life now, new rhythms, and you are encouraged to trust and adapt. New rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. That's the flicker. And now, here's your quote from a famous person. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Mother Teresa said that. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Thanks, you guys, Cancer. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you guys out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.